Welcome to Oakland, everybody. Mariner Baseball on your TV this afternoon from the O.co Coliseum here in Oakland, California. Felix Hernandez against John Lester, and we are underway. Dave Sims, along with Mike Blowers and the Root Sports crew. First pitch of the ball game in there for called strike to Austin Jackson.
First pitch. 12:37.
Morning cloud and fog gone away. Beautiful afternoon. 67 degrees here in Oakland. Austin Jackson. Easy fly ball. Taken care of by Josh Reddick. Let's take a look at the rest of the Mariner batting order.
Different looking lineup for Lloyd McClendon. This afternoon's starting lineup is brought to you by Chevron. Following Jackson, it'll be Chris DeNorfia. Ackley finally getting a day off. DeNorfia will hit second. Then it's Cano, Morales, and Seager in the middle of the lineup. The DH today, Corey Hart. First game, quite a while for Corey. And then it's Zunino, Romero, and Taylor rounding out the 9 for the Mariners. For Lester on the year, having a good year, both with Boston and now with the A's. A 2.5 ERA for him, 186 strikeouts to just 40 walks.
Chris DeNorfia getting the start today in left field. All the righties in. As many as Lloyd McClendon could get in the lineup today. Dan Iasonia has home plate today. Adam Homari, the umpire, at first. At second, Quinn Wolcott and C.V. Buckner at third.
Seeing all the right-handers in the lineup today. I think we're going to see a lot of cut fastballs from Lester trying to get in on their hands. There's one.
Sure enough. Second baseman Eric Sogard for out number 2.
Take a look at the defense for the Athletics this afternoon. In the outfield, you have Moss in left, Bold getting the start in center field, Reddick in right. And on the infield, Donaldson at third, Lowry and Sogard playing up the middle. Both back in the lineup at first base, and Derek Norris will do the catching this afternoon. See what Lester did in his last outing against the Angels. He went 6 innings, threw 107 pitches, 3 runs, only 2 of them earned. Had 1 walk in that outing.
Here's Cano. John Lester pitching against the Mariners for the first time this season. Lester 4-3, a 3.99 ERA in 10 career starts against the Mariners. Young man from Tacoma.
His fastball will be 91 to 94 miles an hour. Again, he will cut it in on the hands of the right-handers, mix in a slider and occasional changeup.
World Series winner John Lester, cancer survivor, one of the top lefties in the game. Cano's a .246 hitter against him. 2-0 pitch. Hit hard, left field. That will get down. Moss will have to track it coming off the wall. And Cano into second base with a 2-out double here in the first inning. His 31st double.
Just going the other way. This is like a fastball in the middle of the plate, middle. Good fastball at 93 miles an hour, and this is a swing we've seen all summer long. Cano hitting the ball hard the other way. Came into the game hitting .321 overall.
Opponents have attacked him like that pretty much the entire year.
Tried to pitch him away, trying to keep him from hurting him. You look at the Mariners lineup, he is the guy that they circle. Morales hitting cleanup today as the DH. Seager was the cleanup hitter yesterday, but Morales much better from the right side, hitting .302 on the season, hitting right-handed.
Looks at ball 1. Kendris 2 for 9 career against John Lester. Mariners beat Lester in his only start against them last year, 11-4 at Seattle on July 8th. There's a strike. Mariners winning last night's game 6-5 behind James Paxton, though it did get quite hairy at the back end of that ball game. A 6-0 lead. A's get 3 in the 8th, 2 in the 9th. Stranded a runner. Fernando Rodney pitched himself into and out of trouble. picking up his 40th save, and Paxton gets the win to go 5-1. Sonny Gray, first time the Mariners have beaten him, and his record went to 13-8. One and two here to Morales. Slow ground ball to Lowry. And safe. That throw, not a good one. You know Morales not a fast runner. That'll be an E6. So Mariners still alive here in the first.
We'll take a look at it. Looked as if Lowry wasn't able to get much on the throw. It takes Vogt, the first baseman, off the bag. He tries to tag him, and he tags him on the back, but it looks as if Morales' foot was on the base. A good call. First base umpire Adam Hamari.
There's a door opener for the Mariners. Brings up Kyle Seager, riding a 7-game hitting streak.
Kyle with a 2-run home run last night. 21 home runs on the year, leading the club in RBIs with 84.
Opportunity to get to Lester early. And Seager pops this one up. Lowry, the shortstop's got it, and that'll do it. Mariners threaten, don't score in the first. Beautiful day here in Oakland. Felix Hernandez about to take the mound when we come back. Happy Felix to everybody. Big guy's on the mound here today, trying to turn things around. His last 3 starts, giving up 10 earned runs, a 5.09 ERA, and 17 2/3 innings, going 0-2. Turnaround needed here today. Let's take a look at the A's batting order. He'll face
Floor manager Bob Melvin putting his left-handed hitters back in the lineup. Leading off, it will be Sam Fuld. Then it is Reddick Donaldson. He's the run producer for the club. Adam Dunn recently came over to the A's at the start of this series. DH hitting cleanup, 3 for 4 in the series with a home run and 3 RBIs. Then it'll be Moss, Lowry, Vogt, Norris, and Eric Sogard, the second baseman, rounding out the 9 for the Athletics. For Felix on the year, having a great year. Looking for his 14th win on the season. ERA 2.23 ERA. He will go over 200 innings after this one today. Already 205 strikeouts and 35 walks on the year for Felix. The defense, Denorfia in left, Jackson in center, Romero out and right, Kyle Seager at third base, Taylor and Cano playing up the middle. Kendrys Morales, not the DH, he's the first baseman this afternoon, and Mike Zunino will do the catching.
Felix with a wonderful history against the Athletics, throws a first pitch strike to Sam Fuld. He's 18-7 against this ball club, 3-0 this year. At the Coliseum, 9-2. His last 5 here at the Coliseum, 3-0 with a 1.22 ERA. But this is the guy you want on the mound here today. Strike 3 call. So Fuld gone quickly.
And a good sign for Felix as you look at the EQC tracer. All 3 pitches right at the bottom of the strike zone. His last pitch Take a look at it. It's just a good fastball going right at him at the bottom of the zone. Some late movement on it. Good job by Mike Zunino. Dan Iasunga, the home plate umpire, giving Felix the call. It's not too tough to figure out the A's offensively. They are 11th in the league in hitting, but first in runs scored. They're also first in walks and fourth in home runs. They're going to try to wait Felix out, so I think it's important. Strike one is going to be important for him today. So far, the first two hitters taking fastballs down the middle.
This is Josh Reddick, the right fielder. Having some audio problems, and we're working to correct them as soon as possible. Bear with us. Felix 1-1 here. Cano with some good range. 2 outs.
Another good sign. Felix getting the ground ball. A lot of ground ball outs for Paxton last night. He really pitched well. And for Felix, same thing. When he's at the bottom of the strike zone, he's the best in the business. Good to see an early ground ball out for him.
Here's Donaldson, third baseman. Another first pitch strike by Felix.
And the A's again taking the pitch.
Donaldson coming off an 0 for 4 last night. Adam Dunn's on deck. Two balls, 1 strike to Josh Donaldson. Career numbers, 34th start here today against the Athletics. He's been a dominant performer against the green and gold. 2-1. Diving out of the zone there, 2-2.
That looked like the good changeup from Felix. Again, at the bottom of the strike zone. Good pitch.
Two and two. At the right field, going over towards the line, Stephen Romero, and Felix has a clean first inning. Glad you're with us here in Oakland. Felix feeling good after a fine start. On Root Sports, being brought to you by the Emerald Queen Casino, welcoming the smooth, soulful sounds of Anthony Hamilton September 13th. For tickets, go to emeraldqueen.com. And by Ford, we are local. Look at some of the sites, some of the restaurants on Columbus Avenue, the North Beach section of San Francisco. Lots of good eats. Terrific Italian neighborhood. Here's Corey Hart. 1 for 3 career against Leicester. It's a home run. It'll be Hart, Zunino, and Romero. Injury plague, tough go here for Corey Hart this season. Last time he played in a game back on 1st of August, Baltimore.
Well, the good news for the Mariners is in his last rehab assignment with Tacoma, he played well in 9 games. He had 304, 3 home runs, 5 RBIs. So Lloyd McClendon hoping that will come right back up here. Maybe he can be some lightning for him here in the month of September, especially against left-handed pitching. If he can walk into a few.
Lowry gets a nice hop. And throws across to get Corey Hart. 1 away. One out here in the second. That'll bring up the Mariners catcher, Mike Zunino. Second in home runs with 19. Struggling over his last 14.
This will be an interesting matchup as I looked at the lineup today. You have a day game. The ball will carry here in Oakland in the afternoon. And for Zunino, a lot of clubs have tried to pitch him away lately. There's a slow breaking ball. But you can see with that breaking ball from the left-hander, it'll come back into him. And pitches that are middle to middle in, he's still able to handle, spin the pitch away. So with Lester out there, the slow breaking ball and then the hard cutter he likes to throw in on the hands. We'll see if Mike can get the barrel to it. There he goes right there trying to get that cutter in on his hands, but misses.
2-0 to Mike. Busy day for Lowry here in the early going. 2 outs. AL West showdown taking center stage in the Safeco Field Diamond next weekend. One of the biggest series of the year. Phillies and the Mariners take on John Lester and the A's. 3 big games. Both teams vying for a shot in the postseason. Make sure you're on hand September 12, 13, and 14 to catch the Mariners and A's. You get your tickets at mariners.com. Stephen Romero. Came on as a pinch runner at the 9th inning last night. Picked off second for the 3rd out. Good month of August for Romero down in Tacoma, hitting .381. After being sent down on August 1st at 40 for 105. Most of his work in right field. 33 games there, 9 at DH and 1 in left. Those are start. Gets by Sogard. Couldn't play the hop.
That should be a base hit.
The second consecutive inning now. Mariners had a 2-out base runner.
Good fastball, middle in, inside out swing from Romero. Hits it sharply at Sogard. Tricky hop. Sogard not able to handle it, and that'll be a base hit for Romero.
Brings up Chris Taylor, the shortstop. Chris facing Lester for the first time. Went 2 for 10 on the homestand.
Hitting .310 since being called up. Still looking for his first home run.
Hit 5 homers down at Tacoma. This will bounce foul.
thought he was going to throw it back.
Well, yeah,
trying to.
Dad's thinking right along with you.
There it goes.
Good catch, Dad. 1-1. Hit to right center field. Here's Reddick calling off the center field at full. Makes the play. That'll do it. No runs, a hit, no errors, and a man left. This is going to be a good pitching matchup. Folks here showing their colors. It is now time for you to tweet your photos using the hashtag Mariners Fan Photo for a chance to have it shown later in the game. Brought to you by AT&T. Felix goes 1-2-3 in the first inning. Here in the second, he's got Adam Dunn, Brandon Moss, and Jed Lowry.
Mariners will put the shift on with Dunn hitting. So Kyle Seager, the third baseman, over on the right side of the infield. I'm sure that Cano will get deep into the grass out and right. Just needs to be careful with Dunn. We showed what he's done in the series. 3 for 4 with a home run, and against Felix, he is 3 for 12, but 2 of those 3 hits home runs.
.461 career home runs for this man. Tied for 35th with David Ortiz all time. Looks like a strike, 1-1. Goes the other way, long run towards the line for Denorfia. And he's there with the slide. Nice catch.
Covered some ground on that, showing some good speed. Denorfia in left field. He was playing out in left center field, expecting Dunn to pull the ball, but some long strides, good concentration. Goes into a slide to protect himself from the wall. Good play.
One away here in the second inning. That brings up Brandon Moss. Hit foul.
Mariners keep the same shift on with Moss hitting.
Moss in his career has not hit for big average against the Mariners, but he's got 12 homers and 30 runs batted in, hitting .218 against Mariner pitching. Felix ahead 0-2.
Throwing a lot of strikes, a good sign for Felix. 16 pitches, 12 strikes.
Could be a good setup here for Felix. Moss struggling, hitting just a .169 in August. Bounces this one past Ty Waller, the first base coach. Felix looking for his first win since the 11th of August. Down in the dirt, beat Toronto 11-1. Went 7 innings in that ball game. Since then, lost to Detroit, no decision at Boston, and lost to Washington.
That last pitch, his best fastball so far, 94 miles an hour, missed down with it.
No, a lot of people here with the A's miss Yoenis Cespedes. I don't think anybody more than this guy. Cespedes more often than not batted in front of him. And great first half, and Moss, no complaint as he's punched out by Felix. His second strikeout, both looking. He got full to be getting the home first.
Well, this is interesting to me. Yeah, Felix with the great changeup, but with Moss hitting, he went to 3 straight fastballs, including that last pitch. Really good fastball on the outside corner. All 3 fastballs to Moss at 94 miles an hour. And he didn't argue it, just walked back to the dugout. I think he was expecting the changeup.
Shortstop Jed Lowry. Lowry just back off an injury. Such a good sign to see Felix first 5 hitters. It's like all his pitches are working. Got 2 strikeouts. Deepest count he's run has been a 2-2.
Look, I like his first pitch strikes. 6 batters, 4 first pitch strikes, but on the 2 that he missed with, he's come right back with a strike to even up the count 1-1. Needs to get these guys swinging the bats.
Took a lot off. 2-2.
Right at the top of the strike zone. Lowry didn't like it, but that was a strike.
And Iasonia, born in Connecticut, lives in Georgia. Full plate umpire today. Ground ball up the middle for a base hit. First hit of the afternoon for the A's. Next stop for the Mariners after this getaway day affair would be Arlington, Texas. CenturyLink linked to what's next. Here are your pitching matchups. Elias against Baker, Iwakuma against Robbie Ross, Chris Young slated to go against Nick Martinez, and James Paxton outstanding in his game yesterday. That'll be Derek Holland. Got his first start last night, coming back from multiple injuries. Here's Stephen Vogt, first baseman. Sends one right to Cano. That's a nice, easy inning for Felix Hernandez. Gives up a harmless single to Lowry. Nothing across. We go to the 3rd. there, southeast side of Coit Tower in San Francisco. And a reminder to stick around after the game for Mariners post-game show presented by Delta Airlines. Top of the order now for the Mariners: Austin Jackson, Chris Denorfia, and Robinson Cano against John Lester. What's been learned first time through?
I think the first time through, well, first of all, a lot of these guys have experience against Lester. You want to find out if he has command of his pitches, and he does so far. 26 pitches, 18 strikes from him. He hasn't had to use many off-speed pitches, though. He's basically stayed with his fastball and his cutter. So I think if you're for the right-handed hitters, which there are a lot of them in the lineup today, just a couple of lefties, Cano and Seager, but for the righties, I think you look, I don't know, middle of the plate, middle away to inside, and look to turn on the ball if you can.
Jackson flied to center to open the ball game.
And one thing that we know about John Lester is he's going to be aggressive with his fastball. It's just a matter of the movement on it. He can run it away from the righties, but he likes his cutter a little bit more. I would look more in there. There's a slow curveball here.
Oh, nice snag there by Donaldson. A bullet off the bat of Austin Jackson. One out.
Austin's been swinging the bat well as of late. Had a couple of hits last night, drove in a couple of runs, and he jumps on this curveball. Pitch right in the middle of the plate and hits a rocket right at Donaldson.
Good reacts down there by Donaldson. One away. Denorfia popped out the second. His first at bat.
Lester was able to get in on his hands with a cutter.
Easy play for Moss. 2 away. As the Mariners hunt for the postseason continues, now is the time for you to get on board. Post a deposit down for 2015 season tickets. Come on out. You're not only going to get a great seat location for next year, but you'll receive priority for the 2014 postseason tickets. As you join the Mariners lineup as a season ticket holder, you enjoy exclusive benefits all year long. For more info, visit mariners.com/15. Cano doubled to left his first time up on a 2-0 pitch. Morales reached on a throwing error by Lowry, but Seager popped out to short to end the first inning threat. Lowry gets a nice hop. 1, 2, 3 go the Mariners in the third. Good duel. Felix and John Lester. Beautiful afternoon, Wednesday, September 3rd. Time now for Geico, this date in MLB history. Back on September 3rd of 2000, Paul Abbott combines with Jose Paniagua for a one-hitter against the Boston Red Sox. This afternoon, great setup. John Lester against Felix Hernandez, and Felix 2 scoreless innings, and he's now eclipsed the 200 inning mark, only Mariner in history with 6 seasons of 200 plus innings and 200 plus strikeouts. Going to get Derek Norris here, Eric Sogard, and Sam Fuld, 8-9-1.
And the good news for Felix is he is pitching well, throwing a lot of strikes. He's been down in the zone, a big key for him.
2 strikeouts, both looking, giving up 1 hit, no loss. Felix has had the upper hand against Norris.
Norris having a good year, 275 with 10 home runs. And a good breaking ball for Felix. Get some strikes with his curveball here early in the game. Mariners outfield playing straight up with Norris hitting.
Felix steals 1-2. This football 2-2-2. Two pitch. Up high, taken for ball 3.
Eric Sogard, second baseman, number 9 hitter for the Athletics, waiting on deck.
First 3-ball count. And hit foul. Paid off right here. Pitch. Lost it.
Pitch. Just off the outside corner. Wasn't able to get the call. Looks like from the tracer it was just off the corner. Good pitch from Felix. I think that was one of those situations as a hitter you take the pitch hoping it's called for a ball because you can't do anything with it.
Brings up the second baseman Eric Sogard, 5 for 23 against Felix. Norris just the second base runner. Big throw of the first. Lowry got a 2-out single in the second inning.
For Felix so far, a couple of ground ball outs, 2 fly ball outs, and 2 strikeouts for Felix. One of the things that really helped Paxton out last night was a double play. He ended up getting a couple of double play balls in the game to help him out. See if Felix can do the same right here.
What foul.
And Seager was ready for it. He was playing in on the grass at third. Looked like Sogard was trying to bunt for a base hit. I don't think he was sacrificing right there. Mariners did sacrifice last night and paid off for him. They sacrificed in the 3rd inning. Jesus Sucre able to get the bunt down, and then Austin Jackson followed with a base hit to drive in 2 runs.
But Zanino tells Felix to go to first. There's Cano. Sacrifice 1-4. See a lot of this today.
Well, you think you're right. The last couple of days, not surprising to see it. You have quality pitching matchups, and Felix able to handle this bunt. Throws a pretty good sinker over to Cano. But I think both managers, knowing what's at stake and the matchups that they have, they will play for a run. And that's what the A's do. A's, by the way, last in the American League in sacrifice bunting. So Bob Melvin doesn't like to do that often. Doesn't want to give up the outs, but he will do it with Felix on the mound.
Still experiencing some audio difficulties. We continue to work on them. We apologize for the delay in bringing you the full package. Hope to have it corrected soon. Want to notice Sam Fultz struck out looking on an 0-2 pitch. One.
Norris, the first A's base runner to get into scoring position. Mariners had an opportunity in the first inning. They're 0 for 2. Cano with a 2-out double. They weren't able to score.
Dribbled foul by Sam Fuld. Ball and 2 strikes. 1 out, 1 on. Mariners coming up with their second win in the last 6 games.
Fuld made it interesting last night. Came off the bench. Ended up getting a hit off of Rodney.
How about that inning? Strikeout looking, strikeout swinging. You look feeling good, looking good. Then a double by Norris. RBI double by Moss. RBI double by Fuld. That is a crazy bouncing ground ball off the bat of Fuld that Taylor takes care of.
Jam shot right in on his hands. Tried to stay inside of it, but it was a funny hop. Spinning sideways, gets there in plenty of time, and strong arm for Taylor, able to throw out Fuld, who can get down the line. Speedy runner. We'll take a look at the swing, and you'll see on our McDonald's Supermo right off the pine tar, and that ball spinning sideways. Taylor did a good job. Sometimes you'll overrun it.
Reddick.
What a play.
Well played by Taylor. Young man showing some leather out there. 2 nice plays, and that one ends the Oakland third. No score. Pitching matchup, John Lester and Felix Hernandez. Ride with all your fans on Sound Transit and enjoy freedom from traffic and parking. Plan your next trip. Visit soundtransit.org. 4th inning. Morales, Seager, and Hart. 2 hits today so far for the Mariners. A 2-out first inning double by Cano and a 2-out second inning single by Romero. That's it. The only other base runner was Morales, reaching on an error by shortstop Jed Lowry.
Well, it looked like it was going to be a good pitching matchup on paper, and it has been so far. Both pitchers look like they're on their game. A run or two might be the difference in this one. We'll the way that Lester's throwing the ball. 13 batters faced, 6 first pitch strikes for Lester. Mariners with a couple of hits, Cano with a double, and a single by Romero, and that's it.
Strike in the outside corner, 1-1. Worked inside and missed. Ball 2. Over the top, 2-2.
That's the good cutter from John Lester. A couple of them back to back to Morales.
Two pitch. Foul away. Lester, before being traded here to Oakland, 10-7 with a 2.52 ERA. With the Red Sox in 21 starts. 3-2 since arriving here in Oakland. 3-time All-Star. Sogard. It was low and dug out by Vogt, 1 away.
That's what makes him tough. After a couple of cutters in on the hand, he comes back with back-to-back changeups at 75 miles an hour. Morales out in front of that last one.
Seager popped out to shortstop in the first inning. Take a look at our Seattle City Light power play. How about Seager getting yard last night?
21st home run on the season, a 2-run homer. Kyle having his best year.
Mariner runs coming in pairs last evening. 2 in the third, 2 in the fourth, 2 in the fifth.
And with 25 games remaining, that includes today. Kyle 1 home run away from his career high, 2 RBIs away from his career high, so he should pass both of those as he continues to improve.
Fastball for strike. 2-1.
Hayes with the shift on again. They've done that throughout the series against Kyle. See Lowry, the shortstop, on the right side of the infield.
Swing and a miss. 2-2. Here's the 2-2 to Kyle Seager. Breaking ball misses. Time called. Going back, Donaldson coming in, Moss coming in hard, can't get it. Seager to second. Let's see if he'll go to third. He will. Here's the throw to third. It is in time.
Oh.
Got him.
Take a look at it. Moss playing deep with Kyle hitting dives for it. And as Kyle's coming around second, he sees Moss chasing after the ball. I think Kyle thought it was a little bit further away Moss able to get to, and you see Kyle diving. And here comes the tag. I thought maybe he beat it, but it looks like Donaldson just able to tag him on the ribs before his hand touches the base. Kyle will get a double and an assist for Moss in left field.
Good rotation by the umpires. That was Dan Iasonia, the home plate umpire, down at third to make the call.
And you can see Kyle trying to dive back to the inside corner of the base, make a longer tag for Donaldson, not able to get to it. And he tags him right on the ribs just before his hand touches the base. Could have been a huge play for the Mariners if he was able to get in there. And you don't need a hit to score him.
Exactly. So instead of 1 out runner at third, you get 2 outs, nobody on for Corey Hart. Strike 2 to Corey.
Corey didn't like it. You can see why. It pitched well inside off the plate.
There's the 0-2. Count evens at 2-2 with that ball bouncing up there. Tough break.
That was a bad changeup. Yeah, he did. That was a bad changeup to Corey. See, the next pitch will be 50 for Lester. One of the things we've seen from Corey this year when he's been healthy is he can handle the pitch. He likes it up and in. The pitch elevated but out over the plate.
Was it Miami? We saw him get on top of the ball
a couple of times this year. Yeah.
Lester deals 2-2. And strikes out Corey Hart. No runs, a hit. No errors, nobody left. Being brought to you by CenturyLink, your link to what's next. Buy Jack in a Box right now at Jack in a Box. Try Jack's Spicy Chicken Club Combo. It's just $4.99 plus tax. And by BNSF Railway, sponsor of the BNSF Blast. You look at Vesuvio. Jack Kerouac, Beat Poets, held court there. It's a block east of Chinatown here across the bay in San Francisco as we come to you from Oakland. The weather beautiful today. Very cloudy this morning, as per usual, as you can see it so often here in the Bay Area. Felix and John Lester locking up in a parade of zeros on the scoreboard.
Felix giving up just 1 hit. Working ahead of the hitters, 11 batters faced, 7 first pitch strikes for Felix. He'll work to the middle of the lineup. Donaldson, Dunn, and Moss due up here in the bottom of the 4th inning. As you look at Felix's line, 41 pitches through the first 3 innings.
Slicing drive, right center field. Jackson's there. And there's one out.
Talked about it with Felix and how important it is for all pitchers, really, but especially against the A's to throw strikes early. In the first time through the lineup, the A's, I thought, were very patient with him, but Felix now first pitch strikes to 8 out of the 12 batters. Take a look at that line. 6 consecutive seasons. That's a Mariner record. He was tied with Randy Johnson. But now you can see Donaldson swing at the first pitch. They're going to be a little more aggressive. I think they know he's on his game. Mariners have the shift on with Dunn hitting.
Dunn fouled out to left field. Denorfia made a nice catch running from left center. A sliding grab, a catch, and then a slide. On the warning track and down the left field line. Pitch to Adam. In there for a strike. A's debut 2 nights ago against Chris Young. First at bat, he hit a home run. Dunn coming over from the White Sox. Well off the pace. Thrilled to be with the A's and an opportunity to play for a postseason bid. Three balls, 1 strike. 2 strikeouts, 1 walk for Felix Hernandez. On-deck hitter Brandon Moss. Fouls it back. Count runs full.
Challenged him with a good fastball at the top of the strike zone. Dunn is a good low ball hitter. Back the home run he hit off of Chris Young. That pitch was down right at the bottom of the strike zone. Just golfed it out to right field over the 367 mark.
Fouled off by Adam. Green 2. High drive right field. Towering fly ball. And it is gone. Home run. So Adam Dunn has 4 career hits off of Felix Hernandez. That's his 3rd home run. Like, his teammates have called the big donkey because of that strength. That's career blast number 462. Ties him 34th place all time with Jose Canseco.
And paying dividends, just getting to the A's at the start of this series. This now his 2nd home run in the series. Felix challenges him with a fastball, 92 miles an hour, trying to get it in on his hands. It's a good pitch on the inside corner, but Dunn able to cut it off at the pass and keep it fair, which was the big key. Another look at the swing by Dunn. He is scary strong. That actually looked like it did jam him a little bit. He didn't get all of it. There's a good changeup from Felix.
1-2 to Moss.
You can see where he has the target set. And that is right where Felix throws it. Almost hit it into the second deck.
We've seen him work before. Adam Dunn is some kind of strong. Broken bat. Let's see. Ball goes farther than the bat. Morales able to elude the bat. It's out number 2. 1-0 A's. Take advantage of the best deal in baseball. The Safeco Insurance Grand Slam Family Package for as low as $15. Each member of your family can pick up a ticket, a hot dog, and a Pepsi. The next event's coming up Wednesday, the 10th, against the Astros. 7:10 start time. Tickets available at Mariners.com. home run bug has plagued Felix now. That's 8 home runs he's given up in his last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 starts.
Well, he gave up 4 of them in his last start against Washington at home. I think the difference, though, is those pitches were in the middle of the plate. He wanted to throw the fastball inside. He was able to get it there. Dunn just was able to get to it. I don't think it was a mistake by Felix.
Northey's got to worry about that now in the home plate area, and he survives the test. Home run by Dunn as the You bet, Brad. Thank you. Here's Mike Zunino popping up the first pitch from Lester. Sogard. Next play, 1 down. 1-0 on Adam Dunn's home runs. 22nd of the season, a second with the Athletics. Brings up Stephen Romero. His first time up.
Number 7, Stephen Romero.
And it looks like the Mariners will have to get it done against Lester. He has been efficient. Just 52 pitches as he works here with 1 out in the 5th. Romero with a base hit his first time up. Had a base hit into right field.
Good pitch.
First time through the lineup. He stayed with his fastball. Now he's starting to mix in his curveball and his changeup a little bit more. Changeup has been around 74, 75 miles an hour.
Romero behind, 0-2. Foul.
He has a good changeup, but I think it's even better because of the amount of cutters he'll throw in on the hands of the righties. They'll start to cheat a little bit, try to get started early to catch up to the cutter, to get the barrel to it. And then they'll be way out front of the changeup, so the timing of his changeup is important.
0-2. In the dirt. 1-2. Romero on the September call-ups. 1-2 pitch. Outside corner called. Strike 3. 2 outs. Second K of the day for John Lester, as he struck out 2 of the last 3 men that he's faced. Let's take a look at the Mariners calendar, brought to you by Sleep Country USA. Texas next on the horizon. 4 games. Mariners will be home for a brief stay. Houston and the Athletics come to town, and then that monster road trip to Anaheim, Houston, and Toronto. 1-1 to Chris Taylor, flied out to right. Missed with the curveball. 2-1. Well, 3-1 count.
Good job laying off of that last pitch, just inside. Austin Jackson waiting for his 3rd at bat.
Hard line out for him last time up, and here's one that Reddick will not be able to get. Scoots all the way to the fence. Bobbled out there, and Taylor slams on the brakes. Don't want to make that 3rd out. At third base here. Scoring opportunities are limited today. A double for Taylor, his 7th.
Gets a fastball middle away and hits it into the gap. Ball was starting to slice back to Reddick. Reddick can cover some ground in right field. Not able to get to that one. And I think Chris was thinking triple once he saw the bobble out there, but realizing with 2 outs it's not worth the risk. Austin Jackson with a big base hit in last night's game to drive in a couple of runs. The first 2 runs Mariners scored.
On a nice little run. The numbers are 2 for 10, but he's hit some, a lot of at bats. He's hit the ball hard.
He's hit safely in 12 of his last 13 games for a .309 average.
Strike on the outside corner, 0-2.
That's a perfect pitch. You can't do anything with that as a hitter. It's just off the outside corner and gets the call.
Two outs and an 0-2 pitch. Foul down the line. That hit by Taylor, the 4th Mariner hit. Lester struck out 2, not walked anybody. 1-0 on Adam Dunn's 2nd home run as an Athletic. 22nd of the season. 462 in his career. 34th all time with his agency. That was a dandy pitch by Lester to get out of some trouble here in the 5th inning. Well, John Lester, what a pitch to get out of trouble here.
And again, after the cutter inside, he's going back and going soft with the Mariners, especially the second time through. 75 miles an hour, Austin Jackson out in front of it, and that was right after the cutter in on his hands. He is on top of his game today. His location has been really good with his fastball today, too. Working both sides of the plate. It's been difficult.
Well, that's why Billy Beane made the deal. He traded his cleanup hitter to get one of the elite pitchers in the game to bring him here for the playoff run. A guy that the Boston Red Sox weren't willing to pay big dollars for a long-term contract.
And we were all second-guessing that move. Nothing to do with Lester, but just the fact that you're in the run and you get rid of your cleanup hitter. But they've just made another move, and that was to get Adam Dunn, who has hit cleanup in 2 games, and in both those games he's been the difference hitting home runs. So now he has Lester and Dunn as his cleanup hitter. A couple of veterans.
Bottom third of the order against Felix here in the 5th. Stephen Vogt, Derek Norris, Eric Sogard. Vogt grounded out in the 2nd. Only score of the game is the Adam Dunn homer. 3-2 pitch, high towering ball went well over foul pole. I mean, that thing has height.
We talked about it with the Athletics at the start of this when they are first in runs scored. 4th in home runs, 1st in walks. Felix has stayed away from the walks, but it's been the solo homer that has him behind right now, and Lester has really pitched well. Next pitch will be 60 for Felix, throwing a lot of strikes.
That could be trouble. It gets down as DeNorfia will hold Vogt to a leadoff single here in the 5th.
Looks like a changeup. Not a bad pitch. I think this pitch is actually off the plate away. Give Vogt some credit as he goes out and serves it into left field. I think that would have been called a ball off the plate away. DeNorfia has made a couple of running catches in this one today. Wasn't able to get to that leadoff base hit.
Derek Norris walked his first time up. Ball 1. Felix has given up a run on 3 hits. Lester no runs on 4 hits. Felix 2 strikeouts and a walk. Lester with 3 strikeouts and no walks. Bouncing ball, Taylor goes to Cano for 1 and safe at first.
Easy 2 hopper to Chris Taylor and a good feed to Cano. Strong throw to first, but Norris, the catcher, runs well, able to beat it out by about a half a step. Like it was going to be a clean double play, but good hustle from Norris. Bring up Sogard. Sogard with a sacrifice bunt his first time up. That was back in the 3rd inning. That was after Norris walked. He bunted him along to second.
Pitch from Felix in there for a strike. Felix's 34th career start against the Athletics, 18-7 record, 2.63 ERA. Here's the 0-1. Continues to do a great job smothering those pitches in the dirt.
Athletics 0 for 2 with runners in scoring position this afternoon. Mariners 0 for 3.
All 2-2-1. is infield poised for another double play opportunity. Norris at first, one down. Right now, Adam Dunn's homer on a 3-2 pitch, one out in the fourth. Difference in the ball game.
Take a look at Vogt as he slides in trying to break up the double play.
Ooh,
turned an ankle. That was a late slide too.
Oh, that's ugly. That is really ugly.
We'll see if he comes out and plays defense. Vogt, the first baseman today for the Athletics.
Phillies 3-2 here to Sogard. One out, one on. Runner goes. Throw down to second. Plenty of time. Strike him out, throw him out. Double play. And that'll do it for the Athletics in the fifth inning. They hold a 1-0 lead. Stephen Vogt, we saw that ugly ankle turn. He got taped up.
Yeah, he went back up into the clubhouse, so he was late getting out. But you take another look. Watch his left ankle. He'll turn it. His spikes catch, and there he rolls it. But I watched him, and he went back up into the clubhouse. I'm sure just to get his ankle taped up. Looked like he was fine when he ran back out on the field.
Having done that, I looked at it once. Once was enough.
That was enough. Your ankle started to hurt, so you looked away. Yeah, I don't blame you.
Kidding?
He looks like he's okay.
Number 28, Chris Denardia.
Hopefully this is a good opportunity for the Mariners to score some runs. 2, 3, and 4 due up. Denorfia, Cano, who has a double in this one, and Morales.
Third time around. Hopefully it's the charm. Adam Dunn's home run in the fourth inning. The only score so far today. Strike one to Chris. 0 for 2 this afternoon.
Lester, first pitch strikes to 11 batters out of the 20 that he has faced.
back and smoked one away. When you head to Safeco Field Friday, September 12th, you're going to find that you can see the world through neon-colored glasses. That's because we're giving away neon sunglasses with the first 20,000 fans when the Mariners take on the A's in the big AL West matchup. Great game, cool giveaway. All you need to do is grab tickets at Mariners.com.
Robinson Cano 1 for 2 with a double, had a double into the left field corner. Wasn't his first at bat. Looked like it was a cutter away from him. Hit it hard.
Ball one to Revy. 3 strikeouts, no walks. John Lester. Bounces one to Sogard. 2 outs. Brings up Kendrys Morales. Reached on an error by Jed Lowry, the shortstop, and a ground out the second. Felix has given up just 1 run.
Mariners with 4 hits, 3 of them for extra bases, 3 doubles for the Mariners.
Still looking for that multiple hit inning. What a one to Kendrys. Recent better results right-handed. Maybe Morales can generate something here with 2 outs. Time called.
I think .302 on the season, batting right-handed.
That's a strike.
Keep showing you the EQC tracer, and not many pitches in the middle of the plate. Did an excellent job of working both sides of the plate, right on the corners.
Yeah, weak wave. Morales and the Mariners going in the 6th. What a shutout he's throwing here today. John Lester, no runs on 4 hits. baseball here on Root Sports. Being brought to you by your Northwest Buick dealers and by Seattle City Light. Visit seattle.gov/WePower for more information. It was invented in that building by Philo T. Farnsworth Television, Green Street, near Coit Tower, San Francisco. Philo T. Farnsworth, 1927. Very early days of the electronic television, 1927. The Felix down 1-0 as the top of the order. Full, Reddick, and Donaldson. Go down to C.B. Buckner and a strike to Sam Fuld. Didn't like the call. Sam a strikeout looking and a ground out to short.
I like that Zunino asked for it because so many times you'll see a hitter go to try to bunt for a base hit and they'll pull the bat back late. He was really late on his. Zunino able to get a strike for Felix.
Pitchers starting comparison. Taylor throws out Fuld for the second time today. Sam 0 for 3 and 0 for his last 11. Last trip into Texas, our Century Link to what's next. Last time to see the Rangers. Thought to see Houston again. Elias and Baker, Iwakuma Ross, Young and Martinez, Paxton and Derek Holland.
I think all of those matchups favor the Mariners. Holland, a quality left-hander, but it'll just be his second start. Hit his first start last night.
Got a no decision.
Paxton throwing the ball extremely well.
Get better every outing. Chris Young had a bullpen session today. Lloyd McClendon had his eyes on it. He's going to talk to Jackson Renson today, the GM. Part of his media session before the game, and some question maybe Young might not get that next start. Taijuan Walker might get it based on what he did 2 days ago.
Taijuan also threw a bullpen right after Chris did. Taijuan like 6 innings in game 1.
Felix behind 3-0 here to Reddick. He's 0 for 2, 2 groundouts. Josh Donaldson on deck. Three and 1. Did not go as they go down to C.B. Buckner again. So second walk by Felix today.
We'll bring up Donaldson. Donaldson, a couple of flyouts, flew out to right. Last time up, flew out to center field.
Coming in is Romero. No stress out right there. 2 outs. Take a look at the Delta Airlines keep climbing wild card standings. My scoreboard watching is so much fun, and why these games are so crucial.
The Mariners trying to get a game closer to the Athletics. Tigers will play later on tonight. They are in Cleveland.
Here's Adam Dunn. First pitch away. 3-2 pitch, a towering home run over the foul pole down the right field line. Had a great series. This is his second game since coming over from the White Sox.
take a look at it. Felix wanting to throw the fastball in on his hands. And he hits his target. I think he did get in undone a little bit, but he's so strong. Towering fly ball. Able to keep it fair down the right field line.
Columbia Bank difference in the ball game. 1-0 Oakland. So a strike thrown by Felix to go 1-2. 17,073 on hand here at O.Co Coliseum. Way outside, 2-2.
Mariners have had the shift on every time that Dunn has walked up to the plate, including the first game of this series, and they have it on now. Kyle Seager on the right side of the infield.
Striking him out. Good pitch by Felix. Strands a runner in the 6th. Pitching Jim that we thought it could be. It's materialized. 1-0 Athletics.
Center field and batting in the 7th position. And number 37, Brandon Moss, moves from left field to first base. Now batting, number 50.
Yes, indeed, Brett. 17,073, and the Mariners some gold Felix T-shirts out here at O.Co Coliseum. Kyle Seager leads it off against John Lester.
A's have the shift on with Kyle hitting. Kyle had a double his last time up. He is 1 for 2 double down the left field line. One of the things that Lester has done well today is through all 6 innings he's been able to keep the leadoff hitter off the bases. And you can see his pitch count. 77 pitches for Lester. 52 strikes.
To Kyle. Defensive changes made by Bob Melvin, and not a surprise given that Stephen Vogt rolled that ankle. Sam Fuld goes from center to left. Brandon Moss goes from left to first, and Craig Gentry takes over in center.
Not a surprise. Lloyd McClendon letting Kyle swing 3-0. Kyle has a couple of home runs this year hitting in the 3-0 count.
Get what you can when you can against a guy like Lester.
I agree. Been tough to get a count in your favor today.
There's one right there. Right field deep. Carrying out of here. Tie ball game at 1-1. Needed it and got it. 3-1 pitch.
Kyle with a 2-run home run last night. His 22nd home run on the season. That ties a career high. Back in 2012, Kyle with 22 home runs.
Great sight.
We'll take a look at it. This is a fastball. It is up and in the middle of the plate. Similar location to the home run that he had last night. And again, Kyle in a 3-1 count being aggressive. He ties the ball game up. So the Mariners, who did not get a leadoff hitter on through the first 6 innings, not only get Kyle on, but all the way around the bases. We'll take another look. Look at the load by Kyle and then turns it loose.
Corey Hart deep to left. Giddy up and gone, baby. Gone. 2-1 Mariners.
Lloyd McClendon putting Corey Hart in the lineup as the DH. Again, Corey in his minor league rehab was starting to swing the bat well. Had 3 home runs in Tacoma in the last week and a half. And so Lloyd puts him in there against a tough left-hander, and he gets a fastball and hits it out of the ballpark. So back-to-back home runs for the Mariners. Felix all of a sudden with the lead when the Mariners really weren't getting anything going against Lester. Looks like another fastball, 4-seam fastball from Lester. 91 miles an hour in the middle of the plate.
That is a big-time pick-me-up.
Take another look at it. Both home runs deep into the seats.
I think Mike Zunino can get on track here. Seager, yeah. Boom, baby.
We've talked about it. This is supposed to be the fun time of the year. You know, there's some pressure involved, but why not have a good time? Zunino tried to make it 3 in a row. They're sitting next to each other talking about their home runs.
Zunino got a 1-2 count. Two and two. Great sight here in the 7th inning. Back-to-back home runs get things started. Zunino, line drive, base hit. Good for Mike Z. Breaks it 0 for 16.
That's 3 at-bats in a row where the Mariners have hit the ball on the button. That's a screaming line drive out to center field. Take a look at the swing from Zunino again. Another fastball, middle and down. Excellent job from Zunino not to pull off of that pitch. Stayed with it and hit it hard into center field.
So 3 big knocks in a row for the Mariners here in the 7th inning. Brings out Kurt Young, the pitching coach. Quick word with Lester. Veteran's been through the wars before. He was going along with a 1-0 lead thanks to a 4th inning home run by Adam Dunn, but now he's given up back-to-back home runs to Seager, Hart, and Zunino single.
Stephen Romero 1 for 2 in the game. Had a base hit into right field his first time up. Strikeout looking his second time. Huge hole on the right side of the infield. We have Moss holding the runner on, and Sogard, the second baseman, cheating towards the middle for the double play.
A's around the infield defensively. Donaldson, Lowry, Sogard, and Moss. Outfield full Gentry and Reddick. Derek Norris behind the plate. Dribbler. Lowry flips to Sogard. That's all they'll get.
You lost me on the last one.
Romero on via fielder's choice. Be here tonight for an exciting MLS matchup. Watch the Seattle Sounders FC kick off against Chivas USA live at 7:30 p.m. to everyone outside the Seattle market, with re-airs available everywhere at 9:30. Catch all the action. Root Sports.
Going to have a pinch runner. James Jones will pinch run for Stephen Romero.
The last time we saw him was back home. It was 2 late inning money bags, second and third.
Well, this works out well for Lloyd because you're deep enough into the ball game where I think that with the Mariners having the lead, he was going to put Jones in for Romero in right field anyway. Jones covering a little bit more ground, so he was going to go in and play defense. May as well have him run the bases. He is your best base stealer.
Strike. Chris Taylor. 1-1. Chris with a double to right center last time up, 1 for 2. Jones in Sunday's 5-3 win against the Nationals stole second and third in the 8th inning.
Huge lead.
Lowry, Sogard, and they'll get Jones. 2 away.
Now batting.
Top of the order now, 4th time throw. Here's Austin Jackson. 0 for 3. Taylor now at first, 2 away. He's got a good lead.
You're right about that. I think he's out there a little bit further than Jones.
I looked up. It's like, man, he's a step farther, right?
93 pitches, 63 strikes for Lester. I was thinking the same thing. As soon as you said that, I looked out there. He is half a step further.
There he goes. Swung on and missed. Fouled back.
Big lead and a pretty good jump
Yeah,
right there. I think he steals it.
It's 2 for 4 thus far. Right to Lowry. Good inning. Great inning for the Mariners. Home run by Seager and a 3-1 pitch immediately thereafter. Mr. Hart goes yard. 2-1 for the Mariners and Felix Hernandez. Stretch being brought to you by Washington's Lottery and the Department of Imagination. What would you do if you won? Look at the Transamerica building. City Life bookstore to your right. House of Nanking is a nice Chinese joint over that way. Walk over from one of my regular haunts. Hey, what do you want? All right, what do you got? Thank you very much.
James Jones will stay in the game out in right field. Came on to pinch run for Romero. Well, the story in this one, some really good pitching and solo home runs. He's getting their one run on a solo homer by Dunn, and then back-to-back solo homers by Seager and Hart in the 7th inning to give Felix the lead.
82 pitches for Felix through 6 innings. Good waker-upper. 2 home runs in the 7th for the Mariners.
Mariners will put the shift on with Moss hitting. Kyle Seager on the right side of the infield.
Moss took a called 3rd strike and grounded out the 2nd, 0 for 2. He's followed by Jed Lowry and then Craig Gentry for the first time. Both had to leave with left ankle injury. They're calling it a sprained left ankle. Now Felix 3-0.
I think he still is going to have to make a quality pitch right here. Moss probably swinging 3-0. One of the power threats for the A's. 23 home runs on the year for Moss. And he was.
Way back. There's Jackson. Just shy of the track. And that was a little scary. Moss hadn't homered since July 24th. Span of 32 games, longest streak in his career. One away.
We'll take a look at the 3-0 pitch. It's down the middle. Running to the outside corner, but elevated, and Moss skies it out to center field, taking Austin Jackson all the way to the warning track. Kyle Seager was swinging 3-0. He fouled the pitch off, but on the next pitch, he hit it out of the ballpark. Felix so far with 5 3-ball counts in this one.
He's got Lowry, who's 1 for 2, single to center, fouled out to left. Felix looking for his first win since beating Toronto back home in Seattle. That was on the 11th of August. He went 7 innings and an 11-1 victory. Center field for Jackson again. Two outs. Follow every Mariners game through season's end with MLB.com at bat, the #1 app for live baseball on your smartphone or tablet. Get live look-ins, replay reviews, scores, stats, live radio broadcasts, the MLB.TV game of the day, and more. So download from the App Store. Download at bat from the App Store. Visit Mariners.com today. You're a baseball fan, you got to have. 2 outs and Craig Gentry. Batting in a place vacated by Vogt. Now coming into this game, a lot of people were saying this could be a playoff preview matchup. Felix and John Lester. Boy, it's turned out to be a pitching beauty. Seager. Well played. Felix does his job. Boys put 2 up on the board in the top half of the 7th. He puts a 0 up in the bottom half. We go to the 8th. 2-1 Mariners. this afternoon. 2-1 Mariners. It's all about the long ball, too. Adam Dunn in the 4th for the A's, but then the Mariners counter in the 7th. Seager and Hart go back-to-back against John Lester.
Pretty close. Both of them with 4 strikeouts. Felix a couple of walks. Lester has not walked anybody. Pitch count's almost the same. Lester 95 pitches, 65 strikes for Lester.
Denorfia, Cano, and Morales here in the 8th. Denorfia 0 for 3. Chris had a broken bat pop. The first baseman last time up. Chris looking for his 2nd career hit against John Lester.
I think it's time for your favorite thing in baseball, Dave, and that's some insurance runs.
Amen, brother. I don't care what company you're with, just get some insurance.
That's right. Felix at 91 pitches, nobody getting loose in the Mariner pen. Lester quickly behind here, 2-1 to Denorfia. 98 pitches and nobody throwing in the A's pen.
Well, we saw Mike Zunino breaking 0 for 16. Denorfia riding an 0 for 13. Hit it hard, but goes foul. Rubber Mets of this series and 4 games in Texas. Mariners now 8-7 against the Athletics. It's Brandon Moss at first. One out here in the 8th. This copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of the Seattle Mariners and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Seattle Mariners. Robinson Cano, a 1st inning double, since then a ground out to short and 2nd. Robbie starting the day 4th in hitting in the American League.
Two clubs have played each other close this year. 15 games. Mariners have won 8. Oakland 7.
The next stop for the Mariners, they're 6-9 against Texas. That's why this next 4-game series want to get today and then go down there and make some hay.
Well, we've been showing the pitching matchups, and they favor the Mariners. So you would hope that they would be able to take care of their business.
Mariners 4-5 against the Rangers at home, 2-4 in Arlington. Unload to Robbie.
Well, hopefully the Mariners have been drinking a lot of water because it's going to be warm for 4 days in Arlington.
Last I looked, high 90s.
Yes.
To 2 to Cano. Cano entered today at .246 career hitter against John Lester. 17 hits, 18 with that 1st inning double. Way out front, full of good pitch by Lester. This is 5th strikeout, 2 away here in the 8th. CenturyLink link to what's next, and you do have to like what you see here. Potentially good opportunity for the Mariners.
Yeah, the guys are on top of their game, which you would hope that they would be at this point in the season. It's a matter of run support, and if you look, well, first 3 starters, all of them with ERAs over 5 for the Rangers. Derek Holland, quality left-hander, but it'll be his 2nd start of the season.
Rangers with the worst record in baseball. Bouncing ball to Soto. Goes out Morales. That'll do it. 2-1 Mariners as we go to the bottom of the 8th here in Oakland. Felix trying to get his first win since the 11th of August, and he's done some good work. Just one real blemish. That was the Dunn home run.
Well, it's good to see with him with his command back today. He's been in charge of this game. Even the home run that he gave up, he was able to throw the fastball where he wanted to. Dunn just beat him on that particular pitch. But overall, Felix has worked down in the zone, a big key for him, and has stayed out of the middle of the plate. Has everything working again. So a good bounce back for Felix. 7 innings, 3 hits, just 3 hits in this one. 1 run, it was earned. That's the solo home run for Dunn. A couple of walks, 4 strikeouts. He's thrown 91 pitches.
Defensive change. Justin Smoke takes over for Morales at first base. And in the Mariner bullpen, double-barreled action. Lefty and a righty. Charlie Furbush, the lefty, and Tom Williams, the right hand.
Luke Gregerson getting loose in the A's pen.
Felix will have 8, 9, and 1 in the order. Here's Derek Norris, followed by Eric Sogard and Sam Fuld. Breaking ball for strike 1. Felix has given up 3 hits. Lowry has singled to center in the 2nd. The home run by Dunn in the 4th. Single to left by Vogt in the 5th. Seager charges. Throws on the run to get Norris 1 away. Six consecutive retired now here by Felix. Looking good here in the 8th.
First pitch strikes, pretty good for Felix today. 26 batters, 15 first pitch strikes. Another one of the big keys for him, working ahead of these A's hitters. Get him to swing the bat early.
Strike 1 to Sogard, sacrificing a strikeout today. Here comes Seager again. 2-0. And if you're Felix, you know that quite possibly this will be it for you, and he's finishing strongly. Doing a good job. Join us at Safeco Field Friday, September 26th. Fan Appreciation Night, we're going to say thanks by giving away a vacation every inning. You can enjoy round-trip airfare on Alaska Airlines, a Holland American cruise, or a getaway package to Mariners spring training next year. So take a trip to Mariners.com right now, get your tickets, and you could be a lucky winner that will be taking home a trip for yourself. Sam Fuld, strikeout looking, 2 groundouts.
I think that you're right about that, Dave, but if he's able to retire or fold, he may go back out. Just 96 pitches for Felix.
There he goes to CB Buckner, 2-1.
Let's take a look at it. We're going to change up down. CB Buckner says that he did not go.
2-1 to fold. Overthrew that one, 3-1.
Felix has had a good fastball today. He's been 92 to 94 miles an hour. Next pitch will be 100 for him.
Three and two.
Bolt taking all the way.
Nice Reddick on deck. 3-2 to fold. Fouled off.
See the numbers. 101 for Felix, 62 strikes.
Felix trying to put him away. 3-2 pitch. Seager takes care of it. Kyle Seager in it. Put out, 2 assists. Felix through 8 and a 2-1 lead. Root Sports being brought to you by Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance. And by Money Tree, proud to make a donation to Mariners Care for every Mariners win. Look at the Golden Gate Bridge. One of the beauties in this country. Mariners have a 2-1 lead, top of the ninth, and John Lester's day is done. Leaves trailing by a run.
Well, he pitched well, and we thought that he would. 8 innings, 7 hits, 2 runs, both of them earned. A couple of solo home runs hurt him. Didn't walk anybody. 5 strikeouts, 107 pitches. 73 of those were for strikes. Lester in his last 4 starts, they're averaging 1.3 runs a game for him. Not much run support for Lester. Luke Gregerson will take over. 60 appearances on the year, a 2.40 ERA for Gregerson. 49 strikeouts, 12 walks.
He's going to face the guy that got it going for the Mariners in the 7th on a 3-1 pitch. He homered Kyle Seager to tie it up. Kyle 2 for 5 against Luke Gregerson. That'll be Seager, Corey Hart, and Mike Zunino here in the 9th.
Athletics have the shift on for Kyle again. Kyle having a good series. 4 for 10 with a couple of home runs. Fernando Rodney getting loose in the Mariner pen. Gregerson with a good sinker slider. As you take a look at Rodney. Rodney pitched in last night's ball game. Picked up his 40th save last night.
Two and one to Kyle. Gregerson formerly with the San Diego Padres.
Beat the shift.
I like it. That's a fine start. Goes back to something we talked about periodically. You got a pitch shift too.
All those pitches right there, sinkers away from Kyle. He went with it.
Now batting, number 27, Corey.
Something we've talked about quite a bit, as Dave mentioned. You play your defense, and most of the time you'd like to see your pitchers pitch to it, but these are all sinkers away. That pitch on the outside corner, good hitting from Kyle. His second base hit or third base hit of the game. So Kyle, a single, a double, and a home run in this one. First base hit.
Nice little run there by Mr. Seager. Here's Corey Hart, 1 for 6 against Gregerson. Corey with a line drive home run into the left field seats on an 0-1 pitch that followed Seager's home run. Let's get the Mariners in front 2-1. Seager back safely. Gregerson taking a lot of time. Now he's ready. 1-1 to Corey Hart. Good fish in 1 and 2.
Back-to-back sliders from Gregerson. That one off the plate away.
Corey keeps the AB alive here.
Well, that was the high fastball we were talking about with Corey earlier in the game. He likes the fastball up, and there it is. And with Gregerson pitching 90, 91 miles an hour as his fastball, he relies on sinking it. He gets it up in that area, it'll flatten out. Back to the slider.
It struck him out. One away. 1 out, 1 on here in the 9th. Be here this fall. Big East. Big East. That's a flashback to the old days there. As soon as I said that,
I understand.
Big Sky Conference football kicks off on Root Sports, presented by your local Ford stores. Watch the Eastern Washington Eagles take on the Montana State Bobcats. All the action begins Saturday, September 20th, noon Pacific, here in Root Sports, the home of Big Sky football.
Mike Zunino, 1 for 3. Solid base hit his last time up a line drive into center field.
It was a big part of my DNA for a lot of years.
Oh, I know.
All the best to everybody in the Big Sky Conference. Zunino, good to see him with that knock. Seen him heat up after these long offers.
Well, he can carry this club for a week or two if he can get hot. You mentioned the base hit. What was that, a 0 for 16 he ended up breaking?
Yep.
Good. Maybe he'll get on a good run now. Get that base hit out of the way. Rodney continues to throw in the Mariner pen.
Down the line, Donaldson backhands. That's a nice turn. Classic around the horn. Well done. Josh Donaldson with Sogard to Moss. Fernando Rodney time. Turn those caps to 10 o'clock. A 2-1 Mariner lead as we head to the home ninth. Get on the bus. That's what I'm looking for. Take a look at 2 home runs to put the Mariners tied it and put them ahead. 7th inning.
No, Felix was behind 1-0 on the solo home run from Dunn. He needed some run support, so Kyle Seager ties the game up with his 22nd home run on the year. Lester not happy about it. That was on the 3-1 pitch, right in the middle of the plate and up, and then Corey Hart right behind him. Quickly gives the Mariners a lead 2-1.
They turned on those 2 pitches from Lester. He had been riding a 1-0 lead thanks to an Adam Dunn 4th inning homer on a 3-2 pitch from Felix. So Fernando Rodney took us to Adventureland last night, getting 2 strikeouts and then walking a tightrope before it ended. And he's looking for save number 41.
Well, bottom line, 40 saves on the year for him. 64 strikeouts and 56 in a third. Opponents hitting 243 off of Rodney. His fastball will be 92 to 97 miles an hour. And he'll have his changeup right around 80. Former Mariner Eric O'Flaherty getting loose in the pen for the A's.
Rodney's got 2, 3, and 4 here in the bottom of the 9th. Josh Reddick to lead it off. Reddick 0 for 5 against Fernando. 2 for 9 on the series. Fly ball left field, playable. Denorfia battling the sun. He's there, makes the play. 1 out. Bring up Josh Donaldson. He's 0 for 2 against Fernando. Tough hitter here. Ball 1.
Good fastball at the bottom of the strike zone at 96 miles an hour. He did not get the call.
'95 paints the corner. Rodney's got the sign from Zunino. Now Donaldson backs out. Corey Hart with the Mariners in the lead with the home run, his 6th of the year. Kyle Seager tied it up with his 22nd. Cano to his left. 2 away.
Rodney has a good fastball. He is using it. That fastball at 95. He's topped out at 96 so far. You can see Cano playing him up the middle. Had to range to his left, but able to handle it.
2 outs. The man responsible for the Oakland run today is Adam Dunn.
Mariners will put the shift on Kyle Seager on the right side of the infield. Cano back out on the grass.
On 0 for 6 against Rodney. Strike 1.
Good fastball, 97 miles an hour. All the outfielders playing just in front of the warning track. Smoke right on the line at first. Trying to take the double away.
Strike 2. Fernando a strike away from putting this one in the books for the Mariners. Dunn, as we have seen, is a dangerous hitter. The pitch from Fernando. Swing and a miss. A clean, efficient inning by Fernando Rodney as he shoots that arrow in the sky. And the Mariners win it by the final of 2-1 and take 2 out of 3 here in Oakland.
Not an easy thing to do. When you look, there it is. First consecutive home losses since May 7th. That is, they came into the game 20 games over 500 at the start of this one here at home. They've been really tough here at home, but the Mariners on the really the starting pitching. You look at what Paxton did last night, and then Felix Hernandez gets his 14th win on the season. It was a dominant performance, giving up just the 1 solo home run. Only 3 hits off of Felix, and for Rodney, 41 saves on the year. Game